Hi everyone, my name is Matthew Simonson. I'm a chemistry tutor here at the Learning Skills Center. You're about to see an excerpt from a video I made last semester to help chem students prepare for finals, and it explains what I consider to be one of the most important building blocks in chemistry: conversion factors. Now, you may have already covered unit conversions in class, so you might be a bit annoyed at how simple the problem is. But the best way to start strong in chemistry is to master the art of unit manipulation, because you'll be doing it for the entire semester. So if you can't do it in your sleep right now, I would highly advise watching the rest of this video and then taking some time to practice using conversion factors. Whenever this video flashes the kaleidoscope logo at the bottom of the screen, like, that just means I made a really loaded statement. If I confused you, pause the video and take a look at the text down below. You'll find a more detailed explanation of that concept. So, without further ado, conversion factors. So here's the problem. You have 813 inches of rope in your basement. How many feet of rope do you have? We're going to start with a basic roadmap. Ultimately, we're going to be converting from inches to feet. That's basically all we're doing in this problem. We'll begin by writing down the value we start this conversion with. We have 813 inches. We're going to multiply that by what's known as a conversion factor, which is basically a fraction that has equal quantities in the top and bottom. Now, to set up this conversion factor, we have to acknowledge that 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. Now, you might ask, which one goes on top and which one goes on the bottom? There's a simple way to figure that out. Inches is what we're trying to get rid of, so inches will go on the bottom so that it will cancel. And 1 foot will go on the top. And now we plug these numbers into a calculator. 813 divided by 12 is 67.75. But we can't forget our unit. And that's our final answer. We have 67.75 feet. Now, this may seem like overkill. You may be thinking, Matthew, why would you set up some weird fraction when you can just divide by 12? That's a good question. When I do my work this way, I never have to think about whether I'm dividing by 12 or multiplying by 12. If you can get used to setting up conversion factors, it actually makes seemingly difficult problems become simple and straightforward because you can see why you should divide by that number. Whenever I'm doing unit conversions, I always use conversion factors no matter how simple the problem is, because it allows me to get practice using them, and it lays that solid foundation for more difficult problems down the road when I won't be able to use any other method. I would highly advise getting practice using conversion factors whenever you possibly can. I'd suggest that you take some time right now to practice using conversion factors. Try some problems from Chapter 2 of your textbook. And when you get to problems where you'll need to go through several unit conversions in a single problem, check out the end of the text below for some tips on how to handle more complex problems. And as always, if you're ever struggling with any coursework, come visit the tutors at the Learning Skills Center. We literally sit here waiting for students to walk in and ask for help.